All right, and so yeah, Angelo, hero.
Yeah?
You see purple dude walking towards you. Uh,
Now, is that their combined form?
It's purple, dude.
what is this? Silvana asks.
Their rings can do this when they combine them.
Huh.
Speaking of rings, we have a new one.
Oh, who's
What does Purple Dude sound like?
Yeah, whose voice is it coming from?
Is it a new voice or does it sound like Felina?
It sounds like Felina, but with like a bit of like a tinny reverberation.
I was hoping it would be like a Vegito situation. It sounds like Felina doing an impression of Scott and Scott doing an impression of Felina.
Angelo kind of steps up to Purple Dude and like kind of offers his hand out to take a look at the ring.
I don't know if you want to touch this. We haven't tried that yet, touching it without Purple Dude. Also, it was being held by the center of a well of despair, so like...
Oh, okay. And you saw a ring in a well of despair and thought...
Purple Dude can handle this, which he totally can, because we're awesome.
Okay, but what's your long-term plan for this then? Because we're going to have to... You can't just have Purple Dude ferry it forever, right?
No, that's true, but you know, like, just say maybe we can touch this, but you know, just before you go willy-nilly, like, I mean, you're the magic expert.
That's... Yes, let me have a look at this. And yeah, Angelo's gonna, without touching it, he pulls out one of those little eyeglasses. I think we've made that joke before, but yeah, let's... Angelo's gonna try and, like, look it over, try and sync his magical energies with it, figure out what he's looking at, and let's hope this, if it's a roll, let's hope it goes better than the last bloody time I tried to interface with something magical today.
Roll in.
Roll in, okay. For fuck's sake.
Oh no.
Can I fling a bag of books to 7 it at least?
That's what Bag of Books is for, I will say. I agree with Snake on this.
Like, yeah, Angelo's looking over and then he pulls out a book. You see him kind of reach into his bag and just start flicking through one on like a thing of magical rings and inscriptions and runes and other such things, just to
white lights.
Yeah, and by sorts by region, and he starts getting something. He gets a little somewhere on it.
Yeah. So, this is showing signs of an enchantment, but this is not an enchantment anywhere on the books, or like you have ever seen in any kind of like this. This clearly has the mark of an enchantment, but like it's
not by a human or human adjacent species,
or not by any that you would know. There's like the again, like almost like the mist itself. Like you like if you weren't so sure you were looking at an enchantment, you'd hesitate to even call it magic.
Right. Yeah. Angelo's like thing, and you see his face kind of turn and twist, and he puts his book away and says, it's an enchantment, that much I can tell you. The source who did it, look, magic courses through my veins, but whatever's coursing through that ring, that's different.
Ooh.
Yes, it's cool. That's undeniably cool, but also we're dealing with something that's... Well, it's not in the books. I'll say that.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented, sure.
Let's try putting it on as Purple Dude.
Hey, well, wait a minute.
Before you put it on Purple Dude's fingers, let me take a few steps back.
Yeah, take it easy for Scott.
Elena holds up the ring and is gonna let Scott, Scott has to like put the finger through it. This has to be a mutual. We both put this on.
Right.
Angelo takes several steps, like long strides back to the group.
Actually, Hero actually leads to Silvana. Would it be for Scott or Skolina?
What?
You know,
we're called Purple Dude. like this.
Purple
it's not
dude is
a
a-
like ship.
I think
It's
it
an
would, I think it
Sharona.
would be Scalina.
Purple Dude is a shit name. I like Scalina. Yeah, Scalina. That sounds like a good name for you too when you're in that form.
Galena claims to be pro-life, dies anyway. Thanks.
So yeah, you put on the ring. As purple dude, and there's sort of like almost like it like something. There's like a hitch almost. Like it feels like as almost like the enchantment of the ring doesn't know what to do. And eventually, like you're just sort of like there's like more purple energy, sort of just sort of like just sort of spreads out in a radius, like just a small radius in a circle around purple dude. There's just like it's standing on its own platform of its own energy, and like your vision tints purple, but like it's weird. It's like you feel it. You feel like the energy inside just like sort of like just sort of worming around, not knowing what to do.
I
But-
would like to discern realities.
Yeah,
May I?
sure.
Okay. What happened here recently?
The ring. It seems like with the way that you feel this energy going through the two of you, and like what's happening with like the purple vision tint, like the ring seems to be trying to show you something.
Okay. What is about to happen?
With it feels a little unstable. It might be about to retract.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Mm. It would definitely it would have a far more concrete reaction if
Okay.
if one person were if a person were wearing it.
And I get an extra question, what should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for who you have who you have close by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright, let's take this off and, as Purple Dude coordinating with Scott, let's pull this ring back.
Scalina.
Yeah, you pull it off and yeah, the tint goes away, the platform beneath you shrinks back into you.
Cool, so that doesn't seem fatal.
Doesn't seem fatal, but
Scott, you wanna claim it, or shall I do the honors?
I don't want. I like my ring. I don't feel like I don't.
Alright,
Angelo.
I seem to be collecting magic rings, why not? And yeah,
I-
Felina's gonna look at the
but-
Purple Dude.
Give it to someone else, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it'll show.
Felina, are you sure it's wise to have two of those rings on you?
I'm already wearing 2 rings.
Yeah, but one of those is
that,
Angelo's
that
mate.
ring isn't of the same set, I don't believe, as the coloured
Exactly.
rings that let them create Purple Dude. I'm more concerned because who's to say that how it interacts with Purple Dude is necessarily how it will interact with a person?
Look, it was trying to show Purple Dude something, but it didn't quite understand how to do it or jive with him. But it wasn't trying to, like, destroy Purple Dude or anything. It was trying to, like, show something.
Ah, no, I still
So,
think it's
I think-
risky. I think it's risky. Maybe we shouldn't.
Everything's risky. Stepping out your door is risky.
That's-
Going on an adventure is risky, hero. Being a hero is risky.
That is true, and besides, look at where you're saying this is risky.
What's
True.
your other magic ring do?
Oh, it has an angry ghost in it.
Oh, it lets me duplicate items, just temporarily, though. But yeah, I can't use it too much because there's an angry ghost in it. We need to lay them to rest in the sea.
Should you really? Do you think it's a good idea to put that ring next to the ghost?
I'll put this on the other hand.
Oh, then okay.
I
Not
don't think
you.
that. I don't think that's gonna help, Felina.
We're gonna do leak to the ghost where something is.
Alright, let's try doing this as a middle finger ring on my left hand. And yeah, I pluck the glowing white ring from Purple Dude and slip it on my finger.
So you're gonna have to dissipate Purple Dude for this.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah, Purple Dude dissipates, and let's see. Remember, you wanted to look out for
Yeah.
you have any.
Hey,
So,
I will say, if y'all don't want to get involved with this, probably don't stand too close to me. But, who wants to be standing relatively closest to me?
I'll chance it.
Okay, a volunteer.
Why do you ask, Felina?
I don't know. It has something to do with whoever was closest to me. I'm not sure what, but like, I think it might have something to do with, some connection with whoever I'm near. We'll find out.
We'll find out. I appreciate the warning this time, at least.
Of course.
I'm still saying this is a bad idea.
I mean, it was less a warning and more, a request for volunteers. And hey, I'm impressed I got one.
Didn't the monk dude say there was like different people wearing that ring or something?
What?
I don't remember.
This isn't the same as our rings. This is a different ring.
Fine.
Different set. There are lots of sets of magic rings out there.
yeah. Stilavana nudges you, Hero. And it says, he's a bit depowered and she's taking some kind of risk. I'll join them.
Oh, fine. No, you're gonna. Fine, I'm gonna join too.
You should stay out here with the other, with him.
Hero looks over Scott.
Actually, wait, Neo, question. Just, I have actually no. I'm not gonna ask for the answer to this. I'm just gonna point out that I did get Arcane Ward. You have +2 armor against magical attacks, and nearby allies have +1 armor. I'm not gonna ask if that's affected. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Just
yeah, so reminder.
Fine.
Yeah.
So Hero is gonna stand there with Scott next to him. No doubt Scott is gonna make some really bad small talk.
Yeah,
That's now your chance.
Yeah, Silavana's close.
Yeah, and Angelo just notices and just you don't have to join me in this.
I know I don't have to, but God,
I always knew the Pipsqueak wanted to be closer to me deep down. Well, here we go, and
I appreciate the gesture.
You know, Scott, I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. Maybe it makes them into. Maybe it merges them together. Maybe it forces them with a curse.
So,
maybe.
So yeah, Felina jams her finger all up in that ring.
Yeah. Right. Almost immediately, like you feel just like mist, just sort of like there's like a steam burst around you.
Nice.
And just sort of like bubble, like a bubble shooting out. And immediately you find yourself in a strange interior household, almost, it looks like.
Ooh.
It's empty.
Am I aware that something is strange that I'm here? Like, is this a dream? I just don't realize something's weird, or do I realize, I was just in the mist, now I'm here?
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
You're in a household, like the windows look out to complete blackness.
Burn down the house. Burn down the house.
Hero, you just see you and Scott just see like a bubble just like extend outward. And then just stop, just like a bubble of like completely dense steam, fog, just completely enveloping the three.
Is it just Felina who's gone, or is it the others also gone?
All three of them.
Oh, I told you something bad would happen. Hero runs over, trying to inspect this.
Well, hey, maybe it's not the worst that could happen, though.
Scott, they're gone.
They're in a bubble.
You don't know that. Go on. Let's not don't touch it. How about we just give it a few seconds?
Considering you and Felina were doing the thing of a thing, you would be. I would figured you would be more worried.
I am worried. It's just I'm also worried. You know, you're also here. I'm worried for you.
And then
You
they
know-
slept together.
No, Felina does not write this story. Now it's got. Oh, I mean, thanks, but I know what I'm doing. Still, if they're in trouble, that's more
They're in
important.
trouble. How about we just call out to them?
Yeah, I just shout, "Hey, Angelo, Felina, Silvana."
Do we hear
Question: do I see
Yeah,
Angelo or
There's no
Silvana?
response. And yes, you look around. Yeah, you see Angelo and Silvana are right there with you. Angelo, you're seeing the same things Felina is. In fact, I'm gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say you do. You probably have a very different response to Felina.
Oh,
Uh,
windows not blacked out?
the windows are blacked out. But this seems to be this interior very much matches the interior of the home you grew up in
Oh
Texas.
no. Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah, Angelo.
play it cool.
So, Felina and Silvana, they're probably a bit more like maybe casual about this, maybe a bit cagey, but you just see Angelo like freeze up, like his hair just actually drops a bit. Like he kind of, as soon as like his hands are out, he suddenly looks very defensive.
Something interesting, Angelo?
Something worrying.
Tell me about
I'm
it.
not here. I'm in the mist. I'm not here. I'm in the mist.
I assume you recognize this place then.
What does this look like to you?
Some kind of house, an interior? Black
Well-
darkness outside the windows. How
Well,
about you,
Black
Pipsqueak?
darkness.
Well decorated. Looks like. a lot
Okay,
of-
so they are seeing similar decorations. It's not like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
saw them. Okay, yeah. So this place is a little familiar. I'll say that much, and it's a place I'd sooner not be.
We're in your mind palace?
We're in someone's mind palace. It's not mine.
So there's a knock. There's just a loud booming knock suddenly.
I am like I'm surveying the area and I would like to ask a couple questions.
Yeah?
Is there a trap or ambush here? And if so, where?
Trap or ambush?
Yeah. Is there?
Doesn't look like any kind of place for it. Doesn't look like a trap or ambush, no.
Okay. What here is the biggest threat to me?
The biggest threat to you? Well, you look. You see that there's well, looks like right outside the window, that black void. You get there's like a shuddering feeling whenever you look out there, that maybe something out there, maybe it might not be hospitable.
Ooh.
Felina,
You got some baggage in here, Angelo.
yes, put it together. This place looks an awful lot like where I grew up. Atmosphere's roughly the same as well.
Yeah, and
See anything different? Anything out of place?
Does it? I mean, Neo, I'm
Yeah,
gonna guess from the way you
there
described it
is-
is that this is just kind of like a generic version of it.
Yeah, it's like wallpapered over.
Okay.
It's like your interior wallpapered over. But there's an extremely large door.
Well, that door is not there for a start, and
Yeah.
this isn't how that. This doesn't look like anywhere truly in the house. It's just a facsimile of it, a generic, just some sick, twisted version of it.
And you said that door's new.
Yeah, and the door is being knocked on.
You see something at Angelo for the first time in this damn campaign pulls out his stuff.
Nani?
What do you think? Think we should open your mind door, Angelo?
There's a long pause as Angelo. He's kind of gripping it in a very kind of childish, like just a kid clutching a stick kind of way. And he just says, "Yes, I think we should. I think there's nowhere.
Interesting.
Seems like there's no other exit, right?"
I mean, I could try taking the ring off, but it's interesting that you both feel combative and want to open it immediately. We're learning a lot about you.
Choosing now to psychoanalyze Felina.
I think that's kind of the point of this ring.
Well,
maybe it's got me in a curious mood.
You're the one wearing it. Why has it chosen me?
Like I said, whoever was closest to me, I think. Glad we're not in your head, Ninja Girl.
You know what? I take back the thanks for the warning.
I didn't know this is what was going to happen.
Well, it's retracted anyway.
Yet I would like to discern realities.
Alright.
Ooh. Okay, I do get one on a thing. What here is useful or valuable to me? I'm not going to go with what is about to happen. Or on the
Right. So, it looks like there are like this big door is like sort of just like this just sort of framed by this one wall, but down another way it looks like there are smaller halls that are like more sized to you, because right now you're in just one big grand hall with a very, very large door.
Yeah, Felina's sort of wandering towards some of these side halls and peering down them as, you know, the loud knocking continues and Angelo tenses.
Yeah.
Just
With
peering
each
down.
loud knock, like it gets louder each time, and like there's like a sense of just like far more foreboding.
What do you think, Angelo? This is your little private hellscape. There is a lot to this place. A lot to explore.
You know, the longer it goes... No. Yes, let's just open the door.
Your call.
Angelo's like steadily just getting more and more annoyed, and he just wanders to the door himself and like cautiously, begrudgingly, like he does a thing where he basically gives it a big shove and then immediately dives backwards.
Yeah,
I am watching Silvana while he's doing this. I want to say I'm really curious what she's looking like her thought process is as Angelo's about to do this.
She's on guard. Like she has she's sticking close to a wall. She has her arm, like her hand in her in her pouch, and like she's just like eyeing the door like very carefully.
Does she seem to have any particular like approval or disapproval or apprehension about Agus's decision to go and open the door, or Angelo's decision to go and open the door?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and at that, so as you open the door, a larger than like an extremely large, like dwarfing you in size, Keith Lombard.
Of course.
Bends himself under to walk in through the entrance.
Okay,
I can't believe we're in Angelo's Silent Hill.
So Angelo doesn't speak, he doesn't think, he just sees that, freezes for a moment, and then just turns and is going to run. Just no explanation, nothing, he is just going.
I want to see if this giant Keith Lombard, who I presume, I don't know exactly who this is, if it chases Angelo or like shows interest in Felina and Silvana.
No, it doesn't chase Angelo. It just steps in and it just looks like it's looking around just slowly, and then before just saying, "Where are the rest?"
Okay, actually, yeah, Angelo's like halfway across the room and he hears that and that makes him like kind of slowly stop, turn around, like it's kind of like a kid with his hand in the cookie jar, I suppose, and just looks at him kind of blankly.
Yeah, as it walks forward, like each step like a quake. It sort of looks down immediately just gazes like intensely at Sylvana, at Felina, and at Angelo in turn. I'd like Felina and Angelo to roll wisdom.
I would like that too.
I felt that I was gonna fail that roll. I felt like there's no way fate wouldn't make me fail this fucking roll. But, yeah, 7.
Right. Okay. And meanwhile, Sylvana, I'll roll for her. Okay, cool. Oh, I rolled that to myself. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So, Felina.
Hey.
It looks between you and Angelo. Seems to between you and Angelo and Sylvana as well. Before walking forward again, and bending down.
Bending down like towards us.
Yeah.
I will say Felina has a very like not aggressive but not like scared, like just very sort of neutral and curious posture. Like she has like one hand on her hip, her, head kind of cocked to the side, her tail is twitching with curiosity. She is very engaged with this, but not afraid. Not, aggressive or combative either, just like, like with Chassa.
It looks at Angelo first and says, "You don't know why you're here." And then looks at Felina and says, "You think you know why you're here."
Do I? That's news to me.
You both need something from here.
Where is here?
Kaith again stands up at attention before holding his hand out, and suddenly a massive, like, hurricane force winds just start billowing in through the halls.
Ooh.
Like, sort of like, as like just sort of like material, like sort of like swirling around its hand. Like you you have to like brace yourselves not to get caught up in it.
Felina does so,
Yeah.
digs her claws into the carpet.
Angelo just like grabs onto a bit of wall or a bit of like maybe a marble arch or something, whatever is around here.
And then suddenly he says, "Will you let the others in?"
Who are the others?
"The others you brought. They stay outside. If you want your answers, you'll allow them in."
Felina's eyes are widening, as is her grin. She is very eager and interested in this.
"Ring bearer, what is your answer?"
How do we let them in?
"Give me yes or no."
Yes.
"Yes." And then it materializes into a staff that he slams down. Hero.
Yeah.
As you were what have you been trying to do at this fog
Yeah.
level?
No. Trying to touch the fog a bit, like I don't know.
It's just very dense. Like you have to like try and push into it, and you make like an indent in it. It's like
Yeah, he tries to knock at it.
yeah.
I want. Hey Scott,
Yeah.
your ball. It can bring momentum, right?
If it's launched,
I think I have an idea.
what's your idea?
Well, Well, first, it's easy. I get you up in the air. I toss you at it, and you turn into a ball.
Oh,
While we're doing the hero section, I'm gonna pee real quick.
All right. You wanting me to be a projectile?
Yes.
Oh wow, you're not that different from Felina.
I'm just saying, if you're up to it to help our friends, I think.
Uh,
Well, Salamona and Angelo.
shouldn't you wanna deal you are gonna? Would you like wanna come with me or?
I mean, I can teleport inside. I could probably. No, wait, can I teleport inside
Have you
your ball?
tried?
I have. Actually, have I tried before? I think I have in one session, right?
Yeah. You haven't. Yeah. I was like, do you want me to ball up with you?
Yeah, I just need to toss you and you ball up, and I'll teleport inside the ball, and we'll try and make a dent into that thing.
All right. That sounds all right.
Yep. Okay, hold on to me, Scott.
Hold on. Oh wow, you are strong.
Well, yeah, no, I train.
Oh yeah, firm.
Oh, you lift.
Very cool.
But yeah,
Very cool.
Hero's gonna try and teleport as far up in the air as he can.
So yeah, you try to you teleport far up in the air. Scott summons ball.
Yeah,
And
no. Yeah, so basically the idea is like Hero, he tosses him towards him, and he turns into a ball, and Hero teleports inside the ball, and they tumble
or
towards
rather,
it.
they're both. Well, you're both in the ball. He balls up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, you do that, and it just boom bounces off.
Oh God!
Dissipate. You fall. I'm gonna say he's on top of you.
Oh.
Yeah, just like just like he's a collapse on top of you. You on your back, him on you, like facing you. And that's when the fog suddenly shifts and just plumes outwards towards you.
That didn't work out.
Yeah, so the fog shifts and plumes outwards towards you, enveloping the two of you.
No.
And suddenly, like you're just both inside this room with a large sorcerer-looking man and the other three.
I'm gonna say actually, Felina things like Angelo's kind of fear, just as we're just kind of standing around thinking, Felina's kind of getting into it. You don't notice is like Angelo he's dropping and he's just been like walking towards a very stiff walk towards the big cave, and as he gets close to it, just does like a big leap up to like face level and just fucking decks it as hard as he can.
Oh, interesting.
Here's a question,
This
Neil.
isn't magical, by the way. Like, I mean, it is
Yeah.
kind of in that he uses what magical lift he can get without his, thing. But he basically jumps to head height if he can, and is just gonna throw a big sucker punch.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that. Roll damage.
Oh, okay, just damage.
Yeah.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So the case looks at you and just says, "Look at you again. Always in my shadow."
Who do you think you're...
Felina's just like sort of like eyes wide, lips pursed, like just ooh,
Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to someone who looks a lot like my son.
Looks a lot like...
I was gonna say, when Hero gets teleported, question here, is it like when we get teleported in, are we just in the same position?
Yeah.
Either way, Hero just goes, wait, what? Where are we? Where are we?
I think for reference, though, Kaif looks a lot of familial resemblance, but Kaif's bearded hair is graying.
Yeah.
I think no, graying, yeah. Kaif is about... He's late 40s, early 50s? Yeah. So, graying. His robes are a lot thing, and he has like one of those big ass like fucking vampire collar kind of things.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like, and more a cape than a robe. He has the robes, but he's also got big ass cape. So, And his color scheme leans more on the red than the purple, like their accents are inverted.
So yeah, Kaith, just again, just sort of ignores you immediately and looks down, looks down and just says, "They've been let in."
What? Where are we? What?
And
Aaliyah?
Angelo's
We're in
just kind
Angelo's mind palace or mind dungeon or
Uh,
something.
With no
Felina
comment on
now
Scott
is-
being on top of Felina.
Felina
Oh,
now
Scott's on.
is-
Oh, I missed that detail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott's on top of Hero.
Yeah.
Felina,
Felina,
now
you know, is saying that, then looks and just immediately cuts herself off. Oh, hello.
What?
Yeah, so,
What?
yeah, Angelo.
Nani? Wait,
sorry,
oh!
yeah, no, like, as you're saying all that, like, Angelo just kind of, like, growls at you, like, Felina, you're enjoying this a bit too much. I'd stop that.
Wait, what's she enjoying? Oh yeah, Hero has at this moment teleported away from being under Scott and stands up. Wait, what is she? Wait, what's going on? Wait, is that a oh my god, that's a big giant. Hero pulls out the magical sword. You know, his
Angelo's
size.
not even really looking at anyone or anything. He's just kind of, he stood probably near the giant shit, and he's just kind of staring dead ahead, absolutely fucking fuming at this.
Okay, can somebody explain where the hell we are?
We're in the ring, or the
Yeah.
bubble it made, or something.
It's where I grew up. Kind of.
You grew up in the ring, Mist?
Hero,
Yeah.
my house.
Sorry.
It looks a lot like it. And that
Freaky.
And that giant is unfortunately related to me.
Oh Jesus! I am gonna assume this is not your actual dad.
Good assumption. So what now? I'd sooner get this over with. Or
A
what,
man
you're
of
just gonna
your
make
station shouldn't have so much trouble maintaining a height like this. He says, looking at you, just sort of like just keeping as much of your air up. Ah, your lack of focus. You lost your training wheels.
You have to wear one of these as well.
Yours
You handed me those trading wheels, and I turned it in to do something good.
Something good for who?
What does it... For the people I'm helping, for myself, for Angelo Elgado.
What a name you chose.
It's more imaginative than what you could come up with.
Do you care what happens to House Lombard?
Yeah, there is a long pause where the gears turn in his head very... I wish I didn't.
Yeah. The giant just, like, exhales. Like, again, just sort of like with a storm gale force wind. Sort of blowing you back. Then you
try
get
and
to find what you're looking for.
Fine. When I find it, do I get to leave?
Only if you want to by the end.
Nothing's gonna turn me around on that decision, so... Yeah, let's go find it.
Right, yeah. So yeah, the Lombard giant points his staff towards the other side of the hall, which leads to another door.
Come on,
Wait.
let's get this over with. And Angelo's just like stomping off towards that door.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I don't think this is clearly some of Angelo's issues.
It's a bit a bit close, bit pinching a nerve.
Yeah.
So is this because I sent you a fucking lore dump the other?
Well, you're heading towards the door. I'd like all three of you to roll a flat 2d6.
Okay.
Oh no.
Kaif Lombard's dick is
Oh dear. That pretty
Okay.
bad across the board.
yeah, not great. Off to a
Okay.
flying fucking start here.
All right. So, do you just like march and just blow the door open and walk in? Or just you wait for everyone else
Angelo's
to gather?
pretty headstrong. He just wants to be walking as far away from that giant as he can. So
Right.
yeah.
All right. And how quickly do Felina and Hero follow?
Fairly quick. I think Felina actually goes last. I
Alright.
I will say.
Okay. All right.
I think Angelo is definitely in the lead for this one, so
Yeah.
bear the
Alrighty.
brunt of their consequences.
So, yeah, you walk into you walk out the door into open air.
Ooh.
There's it's a very strange, like it feels like almost like like the land, like you're on grassy land. It sort of stretches out into void. There's like a rocky hill that someone stands atop.
This is going to sound like a very weird question given the strangeness of the place, but considering there is ground and there is landmarks, is there anything that Angelo recognizes?
Not really.
Okay.
It seems it just seems like sort of, yeah, just like a grassy hill.
Okay, yeah. It's like a childhood memory kind of place. It's just a generic. Yeah, okay. It's just a hill. Could be anywhere. Yeah, Angelo just starts cresting the hill, stomping.
Yeah.
Off.
There's just someone there wearing chainmail and just sort of looking out at the door that where when you look back you see like that's just like it's just like a small just sort of like hole in the air that you walked out of.
Huh.
And yeah, the man in the chainmail doesn't seem to acknowledge you.
Hello.
Yeah, he looks your way and looks you up and down and says, Angelo Elgato.
At least someone in here knows who I am.
Yeah, he nods and says, if you may make yourself down there for the audience.
The audience.
To be with the audience, who should be arriving shortly.
Angelo can does take a moment, even in his kind of stubbornness. He does take a moment to turn and look back at the group, and yeah, he just kind of gives him a glance before making his way.
Yeah, Silavana. Yeah, Silavana has headed followed you pretty quickly. Hero, when did you get it? Like, how long did it take you to just follow into Angelo's path?
No, he's pretty quick about it.
All right,
you know.
Okay, so Felina's the last one in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Felina, as soon as you're in, yeah, the man atop the hill suddenly speaks. And just says, hello, I have a message from the Lord a message from the Lord. A message that should be of utmost importance. to someone in the crowd. And
Yeah.
he pulls out like a sort of parchment and just sort of like a scroll and just sort of undoes it.
Interesting.
And then just sort of tilts his head. A missive from the Lord of Anoth.
Huh? Nani? And Hero turns around.
We regret. It is our most regretful announcement to make that the famed and legendary Heihachi Hasegawa is dead.
Hero, what? Grandpa?
He leaves
No.
behind no heir. The Hasegawa school of slipstreaming. No more.
No. No, 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 no.
No one to succeed.
But I
His
am.
legacy dies with him.
Dad, Mom.
He is
Can't-
survived by his. He is survived by. His. He is survived by. God, fucking matrilineal.
Yeah, his dad is the grandson.
Yeah. He is
He's the son.
survived by his son. He is survived by his son, and his grandchildren, none of whom were able to take up the mantle.
No. This wasn't meant to happen. Grandpa would never die like that. How did he die? Hero, this is a dude saying this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Hero walks over to him like, wait, how did he die?
He was dying long before. He was dying of a rare illness. He kept it secret. He'd hoped someone would be able. He'd been desperately hoping to find someone to take over the school. But it seems that his pupils either left to form their own families or left for the grander continent.
No, Grandpa, he was healthy. He was healthy. No,
He looks at you. And you are?
I'm Hiro Hasegawa. I'm his grandson.
Were you never to take up the mantle?
I mean, I was, but I was gonna go on an adventure and see the world first. But I was gonna take. I guess. I'm not sure, but no. I mean, yes.
Then why weren't you there?
Oh, I was gonna see the world. I told you.
Have you mastered your art?
I wouldn't say I've mastered it completely yet, but
And then he just shakes his head, and then just sort of looks at you again, and now he is the exact visage of your grandfather, who says, "Then it wasn't. Then it was all for nothing."
grandfather. Okay, do the others see this guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I just
You're
want to
all
say.
witnessing this.
Oh yeah, his
Angelo's wordlessly watching it. Yeah,
his grandpa. I'm just gonna say to describe him. He is very tall.
Yeah.
I would almost say definitely like 6 feet, and this big, magnificent beard.
A legacy
And then-
of failure I've left behind.
Grandpa, you always said that your mom would kill you. Oh no, your mom didn't kill you, did he? The ghost of your mom didn't kill you, right?
You must come back before it's too late. Hero.
But I was gonna help people.
Who have you helped?
I'm helping Felina. I'm helping the Angela. I helped the mob. It's gonna help Randall.
The mob. Felina. These groups. And you didn't help me.
I was gonna help you, Grandpa, but you were fine.
You never helped Ryu either.
Oh no. Hero goes into shock over that.
We're all hearing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you said it himself.
You
It
have
was his.
something to look for. Be sure you find it before you come back. And he immediately falls over again.
Grandpa, no! Yeah, Hero tries to catch him.
Dang.
Hero tries to catch him. Grandpa.
Yeah, he just sort of fades away as the land you're on just sort of starts to expand outwards.
Yeah, Hero is on all fours. Just, Grandpa, no.
Well, goddamn. That was not what I expected when we walked through.
Angelo does walk over to Hero and he puts a hand on his shoulder. It's about the best he can fucking think to do.
It's not supposed to be like this. If he was sick, he would have told me. If he died, Mom or Dad would have taken over. No.
Hero, and Felina does sort of walk up and awkwardly pat him on the back, just, like, this probably isn't real. Like, it might be, but, like, probably not. Don't let it get you down. Assume the best.
Don't get me, Felina. That was as real as it could be to me.
The point she's making is that we're in the mist. She's wearing that ring. Andrew's kind of realizing that his own anger and just, yeah, it's just the ring. It's not real. You can't trust it.
You're right.
Felina's right.
I don't say that, but
You realize how hard it is to thank you after. Never mind. It's that room, that place. That's what we're walking back towards, and
Can't you take off this?
Happy about it.
Can't you take off this ring?
we still haven't gotten whatever these answers were. And if I take it off now, all of this is going to be for nothing.
Yeah.
Fine.
She's not taking off that ring until all of this has been made whole. I want to prove that apparition wrong.
Speaking of, and Felina sort of looks at Sylvan and raises an eyebrow. Looking at trends here, I'm a bit worried about what you might be bringing into this ring, little bullet.
Nothing I haven't seen already.
Yeah, plenty of stuff, the other people here haven't seen.
You're having fun, aren't you?
What makes you say that? I'm just saying, look, I know you, and I know you got some, and Felina sort of taps the side of her head, baggage, and, you've seen some shit, and, like, seeing people's, like, weird family issues is one thing. All of these people, including me, frankly, getting dropped into whatever baggage you got floating around that this ring's gonna dig up.
Felina.
What?
Now is not the time.
I'm
We
expressing
all-
concern for you guys just as much as myself.
You can spare us your concern then.
Okay.
You refer to my baggage rather coyly when I understand that you told them already what happened to me.
I mean, is it necessary to go into specifics? I don't even know all the specifics. I just know that, you've been through stuff a bit rougher than the rest of us. And I don't know, I'm a little worried what that may manifest like, and for the safety of all of us.
Felina,
Well,
a question, because I'm not fully up to date on how this will go. Is the ring bearer spared this?
Haven't the foggiest.
Oh, I'm sure it will be relatively cushy either way.
There are
Yeah, probably.
There are 5
Oh, that
paths.
just annoys Angelo. That just... You see his face just fucking scrunch up at that, and he just kind of turns away.
So there are 5 paths now leading out, just piercing through the void. Sylvana just says, "Well, I'll take one path. No one else has to get dropped into my baggage."
No, we should stick together on this one. They haven't been dangerous so far, but you know where we are. That could turn at a moment's notice. It hasn't been truly dangerous anyway, just unpleasant. But regardless, we don't know that that will stay true.
Yeah, she looks at you and just says, "You really want to follow me?"
If you don't want me to see it, then I won't, but otherwise I think it's for our safety that we all go.
She looks to Felina and Hero and Scott. Scott just sort of squirms and looks at Felina for an answer.
Elena's a bit hard to read, but she has an eyebrow raised, and she just kind of says, I mean, I'm of several minds about it. She kind of chews on her lip. I kind of, think it's a bad idea and don't want to, but I'd be lying if I wasn't curious. Oh, what the hell. And, Felina sort of shrugs and walks up to Sylvana. Let's go see, let's do this as a team and tackle our trauma together. Huh?
Alright. Let's go see what there is to see then. And yeah, she just starts heading down a path.
Let's go.
Alright, so you head down a path and soon it turns from the grass and the void into more cobble street.
We are making the assumption that whoever was going to come up next. There's no way of truly knowing until we're there.
Yeah, this...
Actually, Hero, did that place look familiar to you? The landscape?
I did it actually, Neil.
Or
was it
yeah,
just
I would say it is a place where I'm gonna say that's the local hill where your village would receive missives from the Lord of Anoth.
Yeah, no, it
Actually,
seemed
if we're going
familiar.
into the next environment, someone was in the bathroom last time I tried to use it, because I real quick
Oh,
run. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
fine, go ahead. Oh, we have to wait now.
Just go
So
away.
yeah, Hero, you
Yeah, no, Hero is no, it seemed familiar. It was similar to the place I grew up in.
first place was where Keith Lombard grew up. I grew up.
Yeah.
That was my father, and frankly, no, I'm glad. Actually, I should wait for Felina to get back. I should wait for them to get back. Don't want to leave her out of a tidbit she'll enjoy, I guess.
Yeah.